I am glad I checked, though, and that we didn't get to the theater at 5:45 to watch a movie that wasn't being shown. Would not have been my favorites. Okay, back to sewing. All right, with the right side up, blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to put flipping right side up on one of the zipper pocket fabric pieces, add a bead of glue. Place the wrong side of the prepared zipper along the glued edge. No, I will just pin it on the edge. So basically, this is all they want me to do is make the zipper pocket, and she wants me to glue it versus versus pin it. It's bizarre. It really is. What? How much movies are? What? I mean, we can go tomorrow. It's fine. I'm sorry. Glue the zipper onto the fabric. Like, what the frig? Instead of just trap it like this and clip it. Which I know gets a little fiddly, right? Shadowkin, hello. How are you? $11 How are you, friend? Love and hyphen the channel. It is silly. It's totally silly. I'm so glad to hear it. We're finishing up a wallet. It's called the Classic Zipper-on Wallet exclamation point project. Has the details in it if you're curious as to what we're making. But we're just chatting. I'm trying to come to terms with the fact that I screwed up a date night. I'm trying not to beat myself up over here, but failing. I know. I'm trying. I'm trying, but okay. Then it's tomorrow. Is the bot not being? Is the bot being a butt? Oh, you know it is. It's giving me the circle of life. Hey, Spookerific! Oh my gosh, my whole computer's giving me the slowdown. Okay, it's up to you. Yeah, I mean, and it's fine. In the scheme of things, if this, as I say, if this is the worst thing that happens to me all day long, totally fine. Oh my gosh, the bot software just crashed. Like, holy cats. The circle of on strike, you're on your own. Exactly. It's okay. Again, I mean it. If this is the worst thing that happens to me all day, I just, sometimes you get really disappointed, and you just take it momentarily, like, a little hard. That's where I'm at. I got to move past it. So we can talk about it again. At first I was like, I don't want to talk about it, and I meant it, but I will revise that. We can talk about it a little, because I'm talking about it. It's not fair. Yeah. And now it looks like it's going to be tomorrow. I know, but I didn't. I know, but like I said, I wasn't joking when I said I didn't want to talk about it. And no one had really any way to know that, but it just, sometimes things, and this is why I'm explaining it, sometimes things hit you harder, and that's okay. I'm not upset. But I was momentarily upset and it's okay. It's okay to feel disappointment and things that go wrong, and you just gotta recover and go past it. But we haven't been to the movies. That part of the problem too is we haven't been to the movies in forever and ever. So when going back to activities that were normal 3 years ago, or more than 3 years ago, that it's weird. Like, it hits different when that's so, like, when you plan to go somewhere and it's not available anymore. It's a little bit, I don't know. It did not make me feel good. What's it? What's up?
There was, there's no seats available, but tomorrow was an early, if you have Amazon Prime, an early showing for Dungeons and Dragons.
I am sorry. I know. So you didn't break anything, Shadowkin. You didn't break anything.
We are doing Seeing Everything Everywhere All at Once tomorrow night.
Okay,
And if you're okay with this one, over here, back row.
that's fine. Thank you. I appreciate you fixing it so that I can stop being pissy about it. Okay, quarter inch. It's okay. Again, I think what's even weirder is that my perspective is usually pretty good on things like that, but sometimes it just hits you, right? You're like, come on. And it's fine. Again, I mean it. It's the worst thing that happened. If it's the worst thing that happens, it's a pretty great day. But, you know, I've been excited for date night all day. Womp womp. Okay, so I'm going to sew these pieces together. Unlike what she says, I didn't glue anything. So it's a 1/4 inch seam allowance. Press back the pocket.
We're all set for tomorrow.
Thank you.
On your phone?
Yes. I get a, because if you don't have TikTok open. Hey, I can get an AARP membership for 43% off. I'm glad I saw that because so I went in. This all started, thankfully, because Cypher mentioned or I mentioned The Sims and Cypher mentioned something about The Sims and I went and checked. And I saw the message in my inbox that said, tell us how you liked Everything Everywhere All at Once. And I'm like, what the flip do you mean? Right? All right. Do you want me to top stitch this or no? No? Really? Okay. Yeah. It does change dinner a little bit. God, the amount of glue she wants me to do on this. It's weird. I've heard a lot of people say that getting the AARP membership in your earlier time frames is actually quite beneficial because you don't have to be 50 or 65 or anything to get it. You have it, Spookrific? I've heard good things about it. I hear you get good discounts. I'm not above getting a good discount, just, you know. Do you have to pay anything for it? All right, I'm also trying to get the chatbot back up because it's trying to open and it's stalling. So it's trying to open like 3 times. Okay, thank you, Cypher. Let me know. You tacked on your partners who recently turned 50. Well, there you go. Good to know. I look forward to all of this reconnaissance. All right. Let me also put the wireless mic back on. Okay. Hi. It's me. Hi. I'm the problem. It's me. No, you're fine. My computer all around decided it was gonna nope out. Yeah. So it's not you. But now my camera, I was trying to fix this. I'm also having like a technical day. There we go. Which has nothing, like my computer over there is not working and something went wrong. There's a problem with your account. But it doesn't tell me your account for what. That's a great pop-up. Okay. All right, the bot should be okay. If anyone wants to test it. I mean, it's still it's slow to come back, but it's coming back. Right, you think? It didn't tell me what app something went wrong for. It just said something went wrong. There we go. Okay. Hold on a second. Normal made it better. He did. He's a good man. For some reason, this feels off quite suddenly. What the hell? So yeah, this is actually a big race weekend for a lot of people I know. There's a couple people that I know over in Hong Kong. Disney does races over there, but they're not run Disney races, which, I mean, that's it. They're just, I've not heard a lot of great stuff about them. Not that they're bad. Like, I haven't heard bad stuff about them, but I just haven't heard that they're spectacular. And if I'm going to fly my ass to Hong Kong to run, A, I want it to be a spectacular experience. And B, I want it to be more. It's for a 3K, a 5K, and a 10K. That's the weekend. No. I am not flying to Hong Kong to run 10 miles total. No, it's not happening. Like, try again. It's not going to be a thing. Brody, come here, buddy. Come here. Oh, hi. Hi. Hold on. Hi, come over here. Hi. Are we dancing? Are we? Oh, good boy. Look how tall you are. Look how tall you are. I'm not even moving and you're kissing me. Good boy. Good boy. Oh. No, Nurble's a good one. Just... All right. They're telling me a 1/4 inch. It seems way too far in. That's gonna be right next to the zipper. F that. I'm going my own way. Go your own way. Like, I don't know what the hell she's thinking about. Like, weird. Yeah, that's just gonna get caught in there. Even with the... Oh no, because I still was doing it Yeah, it's definitely not a 1/4 inch. Like, she can refigure that. Like, that's not a thing. But hey, Snowballs, what's going on? You did see a pupper. Brody, you want to come back over here? Come here. Oh, did you bring your pool toy? You want to show everybody your pool toy? Come here. Give it to me. Give it to me. Give it to me. Brody, come on, give it to me. No. Good boy. Good boy. So this is his pool toy, his pool unicorn. Let me show them. This is pool unicorn. It used to squeak. Doesn't squeak anymore. Used to also be white. Hi, Stormy. Oh my gosh, good girl. We got a 2-dog day. Hi. Oh. You was a good girl. What do you need? Are you hungry? Are you hungry? Are you hungry? Or do you want to go out? Do you want to go out? Or are you hungry? What was that? Hey! No! No! Come here. Stormy, come here. Good girl. Apparently she's hungry. You want something to eat? Okay, go eat. Papa will feed you. Go with Papa. Go. Puppy kisses are the best. Thank you, Dark Sun. Take care. I think Stormy... So Stormy has been... She doesn't really... I don't know. She doesn't get jealous, but she has plenty of opportunities because he does not let me play with her. Ever. Like, she'll come up to me, and he just kind of butts in and tries to get around her and into my face. So, but she's pretty chill about it. But usually, if she comes downstairs while I'm streaming, she wants something. It means she can see the neighbor's dog from her little perch on her chair, and she wants to go beef with it through the fence. Or that she can... Or that she wants to eat. Or sometimes she wants to go for a car ride. And she'll come and bark at us and be like, hello, and want us to leave. And I'm like, I'm not... I will not be leaving. Thank you. Bless you. No, that's 3/8 of an inch. She wants a quarter? Yeah. No, it's right. It's right. I'm going the wrong way. This is where my head's at today, y'all. I am making it... I'm trying to make it a 1/2 inch and not a 1/4 of an inch. It's where I'm at. What do I always say? If it doesn't feel right, it's not right. That feels much better with regards to the zipper. All right, no glue required. Oh, God. Weird. Okay, so there we are. Press the back pocket with the wrong side, so they're exposing the zipper. So yeah, so we do this. Yeah, that sounds good. Thank you. Yeah, we had to refigure. We like I mentioned before, we're kind of watching what we eat, and so we had calculated our dinner. We'd like figured out dinner and everything. so that we could get movie popcorn and M&Ms. Because I don't know if y'all are about that savory sweet life, but I love me some salty sweet stuff. Like popcorn and M&Ms, eating them together. You're welcome if you've never tried it. It's really good. Where do I hear myself? Is it on my iPad? Maybe? Till Wednesday or Thursday now? What the heck? Do you have anything local where you can get it? I'm guessing it's it's woven interfacing you need, right? I have yet to ever order from Whack Whack, which I know that's not how you say it, but okay. So am I right in that the origin just doesn't work anymore? Excuse me. Hey, Black Rose. It's good to see you. And they didn't email you? Like, why wouldn't they email you? Good. I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right. I hope you are too. Excuse me. I messed up the seam, and even though I could keep it and it wouldn't really interfere with anything, I don't want to. I want to fix it. But since I went over it twice, it's a little bit of persnickety to get out right now, so that's where we're at. I ordered something last week, and I tried to view the tracking for it, and it wouldn't even let me view my order number on this website. I'm making a wallet. Exclamation point project will show you the details. But I'm making a wallet. The classic zip-around wallet. And it was Disney. And I had ordered a pre-order item and an in-stock item at the same time, but it wouldn't let me view my order. So I'm like, oh, well, I don't know when I'm getting either one of those things or if it's holding one or I don't know, but oh well. You know, it's a Disney thing. It's not an urgent matter. So I I kind of left it, right? Whatever. The next day, I get half the non-pre-order part of the thing with no notification. Same thing if you saw the Sailor Moon lightsaber oh my gosh, do you all want to see the Sailor Moon lightsaber? It's the first time I've streamed since I got it. Other than yesterday when I could have shown it then too, but I totally forgot. Right? Yes. Yes. Babe, next time you go upstairs, can you grab the lightsaber out of my office? Order from Cleaner Supply, and they have fantastic cups. Oh, okay. Well, that's so weird. I hope it comes earlier than they're saying it will. Yeah. But like the lightsaber, I got no notification that the lightsaber shipped until I started getting like DHL notifications that they were like, you have an order coming. I'm like, from who? From what? And the funny part is, I don't know if the guy had it in his system that it was a lightsaber, or if he's just delivered so many of them. But I was like, I opened the door, I had to sign for it, and I was like, I'm curious to see what this is. I've been watching the tracking all day, and I'm having no idea what's coming to me. And he goes, oh, it's a lightsaber. Like he knew. Hey, Spock! You're a cutie patootie. How are you? Happy Saturday. I'm hoping they do too. That's the right thing to do, honestly. So this is woven without any backing, so it can be really delicate, which is why I'm taking a little bit of extra time here, because you can f up woven really easily without any kind of backing on it. And especially this is like quilting, like I think this is like a quilting cotton, which is fine for this if I use it with SF101. Oh, you. Oh. All right. Here we are. Boom. Much better. Get rid of all those little stringlets. Okay. Instructions. Press back the pocket with wrong sides together. Just put in the zipper. I'm just going to pull these out of the way. Shouldn't want me to glue them this time. Interfacing locally, but it's much more expensive. Oh. Oh no. Well, I hope you can. What kind of thread does the cylinder arm take? Does it take the heavier weight like an industrial? Since it is an industrial. Like, oh, by the way, I don't know if they ship to where you are. But like, so thank you, Black Rose. I use 12 weight on my industrial, and I highly recommend Wizardry. I think it's Wizardry Fabrics, because you can get these enormous spools. Like, I'll never run out of thread on my industrial, ever, ever, ever. And I'm curious though if it's the same type of thread, since I do want that, the Texo. Very much. Tex 60. Yeah, this is Tex 80. So this is a little heavier than that. Because the 80, the 60, what's my... I always forget. Like, I know them, but I always forget them off the top of my head. Okay, this is 45. Yeah, so I use 45 on my machine and 80 on my domestic, and then 45. I use 80 on my industrial and 45 on my domestic. The stuff you have now is heavier. Gotcha. 60 comes in more colors. Wizardry. Next, and if you can't, thank you. If you can't order from them, like if they don't do Canadian shipping, let me know. We'll try to figure something out. So here it is. I got the short blade on purpose because I need to A, pack it, and B, I don't need it. Is it? I'm sorry. But it's perfect. Like, somewhere in a box down here, I have my own old moon wand from the late 90s, from like 97, 98. Like a plastic moon wand, right? A pink one. So this one. I did luckily figure out how to turn the volume down because it was ear blastingly loud. Let me see. What? Yeah. It has low, medium, and high. And it has different presets, right? I don't know how well you can see the color. The problem is, so I don't know if you can hear her talking. So there's all these presets. The problem is if you go past the preset you want, you have to go all the way around. And there's no way in the instructions not to do that. It's worth it. And then sometimes I just want to see what it looks like. See the bright blue? Does it look bright blue on here? I guess it does if I get out of focus. You focus on just the lightsaber.
The second. The teacher. Whispers of power. Moonfield.
Ready? Can you hear it? I don't know if you can tell, but the blade itself is rainbow. And it has a thing where if you hit the button, it'll make a blaster. That's what happens when I move it around. Now, you can,
Whispers of power. The teacher. The second. The learn. The dark. Serenity. Idle. Hatred.
that's faster.
Cyber. Codex. The count. Bounty. Redeemed. The Senate. Race. Truly. Double A. The princess. Fallen of the dark. The mask. The third. The sun. The protector.
It's finicky.
Wanderer. The night. The assassin. The dark. New horizon. The chosen. Moonfield.
There's no way to go back. There we go. Now that I have it turned down where it's not a million decibels, it's much better. Hide my face. Yeah, I dated, the first time I saw Sailor Moon was 1997 or 8, one of the two. The guy I was dating was really into anime, and I wouldn't watch any of it with him. And he was like, hold up, I got one that I know you'll like. And it was Sailor Moon. And I was like, okay, fine. It's ridiculous. It's what happens when adults get jobs. Sorry. Andrew! I didn't know it did different songs. Mercury, Sailor Mercury. And we're gonna do a group of Jedi sailors. I was gonna do Mercury for it. If no one's picked Sailor Moon, I might switch. But, yeah. Because I didn't want to come out the gate being like, I'm gonna be Sailor Moon, because that just feels wrong. But me and Trielle almost did a Sailor Moon cosplay group together a couple years ago. We just never got it going. Let's see. Oh, I missed that Dapper said, I have a Jocasta. Let's see. I have a Jocasta. If she has questions. I mean, I agree. I like them all. I do like them all. Mercury's my go-to, right? But yeah, so it's funny because I was gonna kind of design it, the outfit, and then it was like yesterday, I think, or the day before, I Googled, I was like, shit, I'm not the first person to do this. So I Googled Sailor Moon Jedi, and I think, hold on, I'll just, since we're on the topic really quickly, it's a good brain break. I could spell Jedi right. Like, I really like this one. Like, and I feel like I could do that hair, right? And like, give this person credit, obviously, right? But, and there's a couple people I knew I had, like, I know other people had done it. Like, this one looks good too, and you know, I have a droid. Like, that one looks good. So I mean, it's really, there's not a whole lot to it. But as much as I like that style, I think I like this one better, right? With kind of the cross in the front and that style of tunic and the arm wrap. So I think that's the one I want to do. And I'll share it with, obviously, I'll share it on the Discord. But I'm going to put the other examples on there too, because if other people want to do other examples, go for it, right? We don't all have to look exactly alike. That's the best thing about doing like Jedis. None of the Jedis dressed exactly alike. But I think I'm going to switch to Sailor Moon, and that's the one I'm going to do. So I'll put Andrew, do you want to be Tuxedo Mask? What? You could be a Sith Tuxedo Mask, right? Darth Mask. I have a top hat. Jedi Tuxedo Mask. Okay, there's an example. It's not quite what I was looking for, but there's a steampunk one ish. But yeah, I mean, we could make it happen. Don't make Tux a bad guy. Hold on a second. Is there Sith Sailor Moon? Only one, but I would have to keep her. I'd have to keep her good. I don't think I could do that. But I love this hair. Like, that wig is gonna have to be a thing. I like the take on it, so that'll probably be it. Tuxedo Chewy. There's a very short skirt on that one. I like that this one has pants. Right? So yeah, that'll probably be it. So yeah, what's your favorite Sailor Scout? If do you have one, like a very favorite one? I know, like, I like about two, but I don't know if you had a very favorite one, Kittens. And honestly, anyone. Do you if you have a favorite Sailor Scout, who is she? Which one is it? Or is it the cat? You got a little Luna going on? If you're including Outer Sunshine, absolutely. Sailor Saturn's awesome. I actually, was it Saturn? So there's also a No Flutter. I don't, if some people might remember it, I actually have some of this costume in a box somewhere because, who is it? Triel did a Sailor Moon version, and I was going to do, I want to say it was Sailor Saturn. Sailor Moon No Flutter. So you might remember from years ago, there it is. Sailor Moon Warrior Princess. Being Luna, oh, go, absolutely, go for it. Fluvog, you devil, get out of here. But yeah, so Triel did this. If you don't remember Triel, she's awesome. So she did this, and I was gonna do, it might have been Mercury, I don't remember. But she did them all. And she, oh, come on. I don't remember which one. Okay, you need to stop, Patreon. You are like a blight on the face of image collection. So, oh no, it was which one was it? I don't remember. Hold on. Because it was actually one that was very similar to Sailor Moon in it wasn't Mercury in this one. It wasn't Jupiter. Neptune. Oh no, this is a different. Okay. This is what we're doing for Tuxedo Mask. Come on, I just want to find literally the pictures, and now we got like a million in there. Hold on. So the one Trielle was doing was now I remember. She was doing the see if I can actually find it. I mean, I don't want to go to her personal web Facebook page, but she did she did this one, and then there's one where it's the same costume but all white. And that was the one I was gonna do. Yeah, Jupiter looks awesome on this one. I think it was Venus. Maybe? No, I want to say it was all white. But she sent me the pattern for she made a version of it that was too big. And sent it to me because I have larger boobs. All right. Well, I don't know which one. I have it somewhere because we were going to do it together, and I still have the pieces, but I don't know that I'll ever get to it. But who knows? I might, especially now that I have the lightsaber. Because the thing is, without the saber, it's still a really cool moon wand. I don't need to do it as a Jedi either, right? So I have it. A Winx crossover, yeah. Maybe Empress Serenity. Sailor Moon Serenity. No flutter. Let me see. It might have been Serenity. Yes, it was. I think I found the image finally. It's this one. So it's the same exact costume as Moon, but she's got the pastel skirt. So it's she's basically exactly the same. Yeah. So. Oh, you did buy it? Okay, cool. Right? Yeah. Oh, it's beautiful. We talked about, oh God, this was, how long ago was it that we did this? We talked about that. That cosplay and I know she did it. So you're talking about Luna in human form, right? Not that you can't. I mean, you could do a cat. I'm just trying to figure it out. Like the purple, you're talking like the purple and yellow human form, right? Because I was like, wait, I know she has a human form, so I'm Googling it. Oh, there you go. Nice. No, absolutely. No, I mean, like I said, I thought when we talked to Disney, I thought you said that you had bought it. So I thought you had already had it. And that's why, like, I think, yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, that's why I want to invite, like everybody to do it if they wanted to, because I didn't want to do it by myself. So I would hope that involved, you know, I would assume that involved matching wherever possible. So absolutely. Which vendor did you end up going with, and which blade did you end up going with? Because I did get the Xenopixel one, which is, I think that's the sound, where you get the sound from, and it's not battle ready. Because you got the Xenopixel. Oh, just so you know, yours is going to be long. Mine is, which is fine. Mine was, okay. You're going to have size envy. Not really, I don't, I'm fine. You're driving too, right? Which makes a big difference. This is 28 inches, I think. 28 or 26? This is 24 inches. 24 inches. So yours is almost a foot longer. It's definitely... It just wants to show off now. I'm getting the gestures down on it. I mean, I have to... I mean, yeah, you could absolutely spin it at 32. I'm not... God. I actually have... Because my next... I was talking at work to someone... I don't remember. I was talking to someone at work. We were talking about lightsabers, and they had one, too. They just got at Disney. We were talking about stuff, and I'm like, well, this is good. The next one I get from them won't be a Xenopixel. It will be a RGB blade, because there is exactly, like, there are very minimal black women in Star Wars. And the fact that Rosario Dawson, who I have cosplayed more than one character she's done before in the past, is Ahsoka, it's on my list. I'm gonna do the live action version with the dark blue costume, and the double lightsabers. So that's on my list next. And so I was looking at, I was scrolling TikTok, and I saw this video of Hayden Christensen doing his thing and behind the thing, and I'm like, that's next. I have my drumsticks upstairs in my office, and I've been practicing like finger twirling those. So I have to practice the whole thing. But yeah, I mean, I already have so many long blades. I wanted a short one. Plus, again, flying with it. I do have a hard case we bought though, specifically for if we brought lightsabers to Dragon Con. But I figured I could always get it. If I really like it, I can just order a bigger blade if I change my mind before August, right? But I wanted the short one for if I flew, and that was the only thing that needed to go into the hard case. Yeah, we were at a yard sale last year, and we found a golf club case, a padded golf club case that was flight approved. And I was like, that would be great at Dragon Con. And we got that as part of, I think they gave us a bunch of stuff for $10, right? Or was it 15? $15. We got that. We got the rocking chair on the front. We got the costume jewelry that had the two pieces I wanted in, and something else too. You got. And as we're loading it into the car, someone's like, "Oh, did you just sell that?" And I'm like, "Yes." Yes. It is a golf case, a golf club case. New, they're spendy. I would like, golf club case. For air travel. So it looks like, gosh, these are all newer. It's older. Here we go. Yeah, it looks like that. It's a hard plastic with interior foam case. Yeah, they're $300 to $400 new. So when I saw it for, like, and he was selling it for I think he was selling it standalone for $10, and we walked away with that, plus the chair, plus other stuff. And I think the other guy didn't the other guy say he would have paid $50 for it? And we're like loading it into the car, like ah. No, I would have fought you for it because I will use it. The quick turnaround, yeah. But yeah, that's the only reason I bought it. Is that we don't have any flying options to Atlanta. I mean, any driving options to Atlanta, and it was essentially $15. You could both go dark side, right? We could. I do love the steampunk vibes, belatedly. Yeah, I mean, again, I would never have bought it new. It was the fact that I bought it, and he had the keys for it, right? Like, I wasn't gonna say no to that, but I mean, our longish term plan, as long as these states don't legislate the shit out of people's personal lives like they have been doing, is to move out of Denver, because we don't love Denver, and to go back to the East Coast. It's just where on the East Coast is that we're talking about. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 places, I think, that are like on the short list. And in no particular order from north to south, it's Boston, New York, New England, New York, Virginia, Northern Virginia, going back there, South Carolina, because I own land in South Carolina. Well, okay, my dad owns land in South Carolina, but he has already said it's going to me, so I own land in South Carolina. I will. Anywhere, depending on who in the family I can talk out of it, from 10 acres to 40 acres. I already did tell your husband he could put an observatory on it. He asked me the second I started talking about it. And then Florida, right? So those are the options. I don't know. None of them are necessarily winning. It would be nice. I mean, if I own the land, but the thing is that for years the land has not been considered usable, because it was on a road that had nothing developed on it. So there was no water, sewer, electric, nothing. Like, you would have had to run all that to your house if you built one there. However, when looking at Google Maps, the latest update, there's someone who lives across the street on a 10-acre plot of land. The road is named after my family. So it has a little bit of poeticness to it. My dad and his family actually lived on that land when they were younger in like a dirt shack. Yeah, I fear for Florida in the future too. I do, which is why it's on the short list, but it's probably at the bottom. It is literally the 40 acres and a mule that they gave to former slaves. And I feel as if it would be poetic if I was able to build a house on that land in one that we could grow old in. It's got a temperate environment. I don't know. I don't love the thought of living in South Carolina. Great for gardening. However, the town that this land is in, all my grandparents are buried there. They didn't grow up there. I'm sorry, they grew up there and moved up north, and then they're both buried there. Like, we had a funeral for them in New Jersey. They closed their caskets, put them on a plane, flew them to South Carolina, had another funeral for them with different family that lives in that town, and buried them there. So our family is known there. We would be the first people since my dad was like 5 to live on that land. And we're still well known there. My dad's family. So it's definitely the most romantic of the choices, South Carolina part aside, in that imagine living on a road named after you. Like, it sounds weird, but my maiden name, not my old married name, if you knew it. But yeah, it's nifty. Don't come to Florida. You're trying to find an escape route. I feel ya. It definitely seems like it's having some issues. All right, we're gonna sew this part. I keep closing TikTok by mistake. And it's like, will you stop? All right, so we're going to sew that. Looking to see how much is left. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. A lot of these laws, it's okay. So Andrew and I have been rewatching The West Wing, right? And I'm of two minds, right? On one hand, I kind of want to avoid it all, right? On the other, there's a great episode, a great part of an episode where these two people are talking and they're talking about gun control, and he's like, you know, if every Democrat, if 2 million Democrats joined the NRA, 3 million joined the NRA, there was only two, and this is at the time, there's only 2 million members, they would immediately be able to change gun legislation. But we won't do it. And there's something to be said for embedding yourself in places like that. However, no one is expected or required to do things like that. No one needs to fight the good fight. But the thing is, as a cisgendered individual, it's my responsibility to fight the good fight for trans people. It's my responsibility because they are in a minority group that gets shouted down, that gets talked over. It is my responsibility to fight for them. And when I say fight for them, I don't mean for glory. I mean, whoa, shit, to elevate their voices. That was like violence. To elevate their voices, not to amplify mine. Right? We want to fight to allow them to speak, to tell people what the frig they're doing is wrong. However, we also need to stand up for people and make sure that they are allowed to live their own friggin' lives. And I don't know. If you have been putting your head in the sand, first off, I'm not going to blame you because it's been a lot lately, but trans people are under attack in this country. And if you don't think that the rest of the alphabet is next, there are states. Tennessee is trying to make it so that local. Now, granted, it's a state. It's federally protected, gay marriage and interracial marriage. However, that's all well and good until you get to a clerk in middle of Tennessee who won't marry you. And they're threatening to pass laws that local clerks can say that and say no. You're trans, this is the last place you want to be. It's not the only problem going on. And like banning like African studies or something, African American studies in college. Florida's in a terrifying place right now, and I just want you to stay safe, my friend. I need to be doing more, and I know that, and I want to, and I have to, because your life is worth the effort and the energy, any effort and energy. And I hate that for you, and I'm sorry. I know you're doing your best, and I hate that you have to work to live your authentic life. It shouldn't be like that. It shouldn't be like that at all, and I am sorry. I really am. And if I can do, I know that I would rather do or offer specifics, but in Florida, I just don't know what I can do. Right? But if I can ever, let me know. Okay, I see how this goes. Oh no. If I So here's the biggest thing I hate about this house. I love this house, don't get me wrong. It doesn't have a guest room. My old house had a guest room. This one does not, and it makes it really hard. Like I can't. Like my friend came over and she had to sleep down here in the basement, which is unfinished, right, and not warm, and has no bathroom. On our day bed, right? And I know she would never, ever, ever even think to say anything about it, that it wasn't perfect, because she's delightful and polite, but it's not ideal. It's also right now covered in clothing. And we have to clean that. This is the weirdest construction ever. We're putting this piece of